Alright, so we need to dress Cloud up like a girl. So our first stop is going to be here at the clothing store. Talk to this person at the front desk. I don't really get this. They're a clothing store. They have dresses, as you can see, all over the place. But for some reason, we have to have Cloud's dress custom made. So, if we're going to want to do that, we have to go get the dressmaker from the bar. Get him to come back and make a dress for us. So, the bar is up this way. And then right here on the left. This guy right here. This part of the game probably incorporates the most humor of any other section in the game, so if you're one of those people that really liked humor in your Final Fantasy games, this is probably going to be one of your favorite sections of this game. It doesn't get much more silly than this part. He can still hear, he's standing right there, he can still hear what you're saying. Alright, he's gonna do it for us. Okay, so you're gonna get a lot of options and a lot of different ways of approaching getting Cloud dressed up for this thing. You can either go for getting the Dawn to choose Cloud, and if you want to do that, then you basically have to do all the steps I'm about to show you. I'm going to go through that process. I'm going to have Cloud be picked as the one. And so you'll have to follow all the steps that I'm doing. If not, then, you know, choose some of the other options. You don't have to get all the same stuff I'm getting. And then the Dawn will end up choosing either Tifa or Eris. And so it can play out a little bit differently depending on what you do. But if you want Cloud to be chosen, choose this option, something that feels soft and something that shimmers. Okay, before we leave this place, I want to just make a note of something real fast. If you talk to this guy, he's like, really needs to take a piss, can't hold it anymore, and asks you to do something about this person here. In the PlayStation version, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on in the bathroom, but this person is like puking in the toilet, not feeling good. So that will help you, is remembering that that person is throwing up in the bathroom will help with a decision you have to make here in just a little bit. Let's head back to the clothing store first. Alright, so you get the silk dress if you chose something that feels soft and something that shimmers. So at the gym, apparently there's a lot of people that are cross-dressing type. So we need to head over there and talk to somebody over there about getting a wig. So let's do that. Right in here. And this woman right here we need to talk to. So we have to do squats, compete with one of these guys doing squats in order to get this wig. Now, there are 3 different kinds of wigs you can get by doing this. So if you win, you get the blonde wig, which is the best wig. If you tie, you get a different wig, and if you lose, you get a different one. So I'm going to go ahead and try to win here and get the blonde wig. So basically what you have to do, this is the PC version of the game, the Steam version, so it's telling you, this confused me so bad when I first played the game back on the PC, like, because I had switched around my setup for the keyboard, and so I was trying to remember what was the original, what did I make switch into, what did I make cancel into, Cancel and OK are easier, because you use those all the time, but switch, I could not figure out what that was supposed to be. What it is, if you're playing on a PlayStation controller, which I'm doing now, luckily, is square is switch, X is cancel, and circle is OK. Alright, I am back, and I think I have my controller set up, so let's go. Square, X, O, square. You gotta go really at a slower kind of pace. Once you get the timing, it's not too hard, but you can't go as fast as you think you can. Eventually he'll start messing up like that, see? And that's where you can kind of gain ground on him. Hopefully he'll mess up one more time. Okay, so we won. Not really too hard to beat him, as long as you go at a pretty steady pace. If I had not messed up that one time, I would have beat him pretty soundly, but probably could have gotten more like 18 or 20 squats. I actually increased the text speed a little bit, and it seems to me like it's actually increasing the speed of the whole game a little bit. Like, all the animations of the characters seem to be going faster, too. So that might have thrown me off a little bit, but... Alright, we got the blonde wig, so the next thing we need to do is come over this way. How much money do we have? Okay, make sure you have at least 210 gil before you do this. You have to have at least 210. So if you don't have that, go fight a battle or something and get it. Alright, I did not mean to do that. There we go. So we need to go down here and stay at the inn, which will cost 10 gil. And then it will automatically kind of bring up this scene in the middle of the night if you've talked to that guy. So go ahead and buy, any of these will give you different items, but in order to get the best item for Cloud to make him the most attractive to the Dawn, you need to buy this one for 200 gil. I think that's my favorite resting song from any of the games in the series. Okay, let's head back up here again. We get the Diamond Tiara. So that'll help us. And let's see. We need to go into here next. This is like a restaurant here. If you talk to this guy, he tells you that they'll give you a free pharmacy coupon if you go on in there now. So let's head on in there. And before you do this, make sure you have at least 70 gil available. Sit down. Sit down, jeez. Go for the Korean barbecue plate. And then pay the 70 gil. It'll do it automatically if you have it. Okay, and then you need to say it was all right. Don't say I've had a better dog food. Don't say no comment. Say this one, it was all right. They actually fixed this in this version of the game. It was actually really confusing the way that it was worded in the PlayStation version. This makes a lot more sense. That was our last coupon for now. In the other one it says we're out of coupons, and it kind of makes you feel like, wait, you giving me one or not? Okay, then we need to go into the pharmacy, which is here, and use our coupon. Talk to me, bro. So he says, what kind of medicine do we want to use, or do we want to get in exchange for the coupon? Now, if you remember a little earlier, there was someone in the bathroom over at the bar who was throwing up. So the digestive medicine sounds like the best option. So next, we would obviously head up to the bar and give the medicine to the lady in the bathroom. Give her the medicine. And we get the sexy cologne in return. And this guy can finally use the bathroom. Can I move? Thank you. Okay. There's one more thing we want to do. Now this is easily the weirdest thing I have ever seen in a Final Fantasy game. It's a very, very strange scene. I'm just gonna save real quick, just in case something happens. I don't have to go back and do all that stuff over again. Let me just get it out there first that I am not homophobic. Make sure you talk to this guy. He's gonna give you the members card. You have to use this in order to get into the club over here. I am not homophobic. I'm actually all for gay rights and equality. Totally on board with that. But that doesn't mean I'm any less uncomfortable with the idea of homosexuality as it pertains to me, like my participation in it, right? Did I talk to this guy last time? I think I did. This is Johnny from back in Sector 7. Anyways, come up to this guy, talk to him, and because you have the members card, he'll let you in. I don't know why he thinks this. You have to go inside to complete your disguise, like... Oh, and this is also a different translation from the original one. In the original one, he says, sure, like, looks like this is how I can fool, like, something about fooling them, and she says, that's how you fool them. It was really hard to understand. This makes a lot more sense. Good excuse. She's teasing him for saying that he needs to go in here to complete his disguise, into this strip club. And again, they left poo. Don't know what that's all about either, but alright. So there are a bunch of doors you can go into here. Ignore all of them except for this one on the bottom left. The group room. That's the one we want to go into. Guess I'll take this one or hold ground? These are all different from the PlayStation version. I'm actually playing the PlayStation version simultaneously to this for the footage that I'm going to use for the Final Fantasy VII review. And, yeah, don't make me repeat myself. But the translations, especially in this episode, are quite a bit different. They make a lot more sense in this version. Alright, let's head in. Just walk over this way. It doesn't really matter what you say in here. You'll still basically end up getting the item that we want to get, so... Okay, here, I believe you have to say this option. If you say, I'm out of here, I think you just leave. But if you want the item we came here for, you have to say, this could be dangerous. Looks like these models don't all fit into that bathtub. I have nothing to say about that, so let's just move on. Yeah, let's just get the freak out of here. Okay, we have everything we need now, so let's head back to the clothing store and put it all on. That's actually way different than the dress that they had in the PlayStation version. That's about the same as the one she had. In the PS1 version, I mean. Okay, we're ready to go. He does not look very feminine even in this version, but I guess the run animation is a little bit different than his normal one. I guess that's supposed to look more feminine. Okay, so we need to find Tifa by going up the stairs, please, and then all the way over here to the left, down these stairs. Cloud's very embarrassed, it seems. Yeah, Tifa. You're not fooling anyone. Okay, before you go talk to Tifa, make sure you're around here and get the ether first, then talk to her. I wish the game did a little more explaining than that. They just saw a weird man, and Barrett squeezed information out of him. I like how Eris keeps looking back. She's totally listening in. The point is, though, they found someone suspicious, and he let the Don's name slip. And so Tifa came here in order to try and get more information out of the Don on Shinra's plans and, you know, that sort of thing. Alright, let's go. Oh, before we do that, are they in my party yet? Okay, we can change our equipment setup and stuff. So let's go ahead and give Tifa the Mithril Armlet and Metal Knuckle. Everybody else should be good to go, but now we can give her some materia. So let's go with Lightning, Fire. Well, we only have 4, so let's just equip all 4 so they can level up. And make sure everyone else is good too. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, for the time being, I think I'm going to put Restore with the All Materia and Fire down there. Alright, let's go. Let's go straight into the room. And in order to initiate the next sequence, I mean, you don't, might be kind of hard to figure out. You kind of have to come around here to the bottom right side, and then it'll just kind of automatically move on. Alright, so if you've done all the steps that I showed you, then the Dawn will pick Cloud. Now this is the only way that if you're looking to date Barrett, that you can increase affection for Barrett during this scene. If Tifa or Eris get chosen, you'll get an opportunity to boost affection from one or the other. So for instance, if Tifa is chosen, and then you're put back into like that dungeony area with Eris, you'll have a chance to go talk to her, and she'll say something to you, and you can say, "Are you alright?" to Eris, which if you choose that one, it will boost Eris' affection by 3. But if you say, "We gotta go save Tifa," it will decrease Eris' affection. And same vice versa. If Tifa is down, actually it's reverse. If it's the other, when you have Tifa down there, you have to say, "We need to go save Eris," and that will boost Tifa's affection for whatever reason. I do not know. but it's the opposite with Tifa. So it's like it makes her jealous, which makes her like you more if you say, we need to go save Eris, rather than are you alright. If you say, are you alright, it actually decreases Tifa's affection. It's really weird. Anyways, don't forget to come up here and grab the hyper, and then we can continue talking to the Dawn. Talk to me. There. Okay, so if you say then you get this option here, and you can say, yes, his name is Barrett, and that will increase Barrett's affection if you're wanting to date him later in the game. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, I don't care. Actually, you have to say whatever you want, Daddy, to move on. Then say, nope, can't do that. If you say alright, you basically lean in and try to kiss him, and then Eris and Tifa will interrupt you and be like, what the freak are you doing? But I'm not going to do that. Also, if Tifa or Eris are chosen, you basically have to fight your way out of a bunch of dudes that are like trying to like take advantage of you, and then go save whoever wasn't chosen again, either Eris or Tifa, and then run in here and try and save the person who was chosen by the Dawn. But now we're going to pressure him into giving us some information. So it looks like the Dawn let Shinra know where Barrett's hideout is. That's pretty violent stuff there. But it seems like Heidegger of Shinra was the one who got the Dawn to do his spying for him. He's the head of the Peace Preservation. In the PlayStation version, they say, I'll chop them off, I'll rip them off, and I'll smash them, which makes a little more sense to me than here where they're saying, I'll cut it off, I'll rip it off, I will smash it. I guess you wouldn't want any of those things done to you, whether they take your balls or your junk, but I don't know. Kind of liked it better in the original PlayStation version. So it seems that they're planning to break the support that is holding the Sector 7 plate up, smashing and destroying everyone that lives in the Sector 7 slums. So no matter which of these you choose, the same result is going to happen. So you can either say you think he's given up on life, you think he's sure that he will win, or because he's clueless. I really, really like this theme right here. One of the best songs in the game on the soundtrack, in my opinion. So that's Heidegger there, the guy in the green jacket. Green uniform, I mean. So it seems that a power company has the political authority in its pocket, not unlike real life. We'll be seeing a lot more of that character Reeve in the future. He's kind of the voice of reason in the Shinra Corporation, the only one who has any sense or cares at all about the people of Midgar. So they're planning on destroying the Sector 7 slums and blaming the incident on Avalanche in order to get the people to hate Avalanche, and then they'll go in and, you know, do their rescue efforts and try to make it look like, you know, Shinra's on the side of the people. Okay, so right here, you can either choose to talk to Eris first or to Tifa first. If you talk to Tifa first, it boosts her affection. If you talk to Eris first, it boosts her affection. By the way, I have been boosting Tifa's affection on my file on the PlayStation version. So what I'll do is I'll show off the date with Eris in this playthrough, and then I will actually do as like a bonus episode or something. I'll show the date with Tifa as well, so you guys can see both of those, how they go. Fortunately, I won't be able to show you Barrett's, but that's okay. There are lots of other videos online where you can see that. And we have a boss fight. We're just gonna use fire on this guy like crazy. Since I went ahead and bought 3 fire materia earlier, all 3 characters will be able to use fire, which will be really helpful. But you actually don't have to buy 3 fires because you will be picking one up a little bit later for free. So you only really had to buy 2 fire materia earlier, but having 3 fire materia will be nice for this battle. It'll make it go a little bit quicker. Now, if either Cloud or Eris gets their limit in this battle, which will likely happen, you'll want to use either Cross Slash or Seal Evil because it will paralyze the boss. And that will basically make the fight a piece of cake. Darn it, just a little too early again. Yeah, because if you paralyze him, he can't really do anything, so you can just sit there and attack him, and he will never attack you, so. Just keep using fire. If he hits us one more time, Cloud should get his limit break, and then we use Cross Slash, and that'll probably paralyze him. And for whatever reason, this guy uses an attack that hurts him. Well, if it goes from that direction, let's use Seal Evil. That'll paralyze him. No, we killed him before we could do it. Anyways, his tsunami wave attack thing, if it comes from behind him, it hurts him more than it hurts us, so his attack like kills him as well. Alright. So that battle's like really no problem. Pretty easy. Especially if you have fire materia. Alright, so we need to hurry up and stop Shinra from destroying the pillar and killing all those people. So, what was I doing here? I don't need to heal. Before we leave this area, let's go up these stairs. It's a little hard to see them, but there are some stairs that lead up here and around. Pick up the potion. I'm actually going to switch my materia up for Cloud here. I'm going to put the fire materia with all again for the time being. Make the battles we fight up here a little bit easier. So we got some Sahajins. Let's go ahead and seal evil just to get them to be paralyzed. And silenced. So that's what cross slash looks like. And we'll just have Tifa use fire and Eris use fire on that one. And then Cloud, fire on all, and that should finish them off. There we go. And that's basically the strategy for all the battles you'll fight in these sewers here. That's the second time in this playthrough that I have gotten 666 gil exactly. Huh. Okay, this is one instance in the game where there is actually an enemy that's weak to ice. It's this guy here. One of the very, very few enemies in the game that's weak to ice. So use ice on him. For the Sahajins, just use fire. You would think bolt, but it's actually, they're actually not weak to bolt. There we go, I got a yeah for once. Okay, this is what happens if you get yeah with the beat rush. It does a lot more damage. Alright, down the ladder here, and up this way. We've got a materia here, don't miss it, this yellow materia on the ground. The steel materia. That's the first materia that we've gotten so far in the game that is a command type, the yellow type. So this will just give you the steel command. If you've played Final Fantasy games before, you know exactly what that does. If you level it up, you'll get Mug, which is basically, it's still you're still stealing from the enemy, but you'll do a little bit of damage to them when you steal as well. I'll be equipping that on Tifa, and we'll get rid of one of these lightnings. I guess this one. And let's go ahead and heal up real quick. Alright. Go ahead and jump down here. Up this this ladder here, and we get to the next save point, and that's where I'm going to stop for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, of course, go ahead and ask me in the comments. I'll get through this dialogue first. Looks like Eris is determined to stay with us. She does not want to go home. We don't really have time to take her there anyways, because we gotta stop Shinra from killing everyone, so... Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace!